Hello guys, welcome to the second preseason race of RLH C4. We're here in France, the final one, before we start the first race of the season. We're here with 14 drivers, and yeah, let's just begin. We have the new black Mercedes in the game now, so that will be very exciting. So let's just start spectating one of the Mercedes drivers, because that's fun to watch. Well, I'm going to set up chat for the stream, etc. We have a lot of cars coming out now, so that's very nice. Okay, here we are. Now there's none of the Mercedes out on track, but yeah. Here we are. Let's see. First driver out on track will be one of the racing points, Magic Poop Cannon. So let's see what he can do. Poop Cannon actually did a pre-season race in C3 yesterday, and he was doing very well, so let's see what he can do this time. Go Mikey go, yeah, let's see what Mikey can do in the Ferrari, of course. But first driver out on track will be Magic Poop Cannon. Here we are. On his way to start his first lap of the session. Times will be looking like, I think, 130s, 129. So here he is in the final corner. Magic Poop Cannon starting his lap. Seems to be going pretty well so far. I have to pay attention because I disabled the HUD. I'm just trying something new out. And he is still going, so yeah. Taking all the curb he can to get a fast exit. He did lose the rear, I think, but he is still in hot lap mode, so he's still going. Let's see what he can do in sector 3. Okay, here we have Magic Poop Cannon finishing off his lap, first lap of the session in France, and he will be setting a 1:29.3. So let's see what all the other drivers will do. The first time to be set is PJ then, setting a 1:30.5. Then we have a Ferrari of Lachmet setting a 1:29.8. Then we have Composite, I think. Now we have Dopey Man starting his lap. So let's just watch the times to be set. And I think a few drivers are just starting their laps now, such as Brandon in a new black Mercedes. So let's take a look at that car while everyone is finishing off their lap. And he validated already, so that's unfortunate. But let's have a good look at his car. Yeah, that's very nice. Everyone would be wanting this car in the season, I think. But of course, not everyone will be able to get it. Now we have Composite setting his time, 1:31.0, and Liam setting a 1:30.2. And then we have, I think, DJ Mikey, now he's invalidated. Cassell, he is on the lap, so let's follow Cassell around for the rest of his lap. And he invalidates. Okay, then we have Kelvin on our lap, I think. Yep, Kelvin is on our lap. He goes wide and invalidates. That's very unfortunate. Brennan is still going. No, he's invalidated, of course. Are there people actually setting a time? Satil, he is invalidated as well. I think track limits will be very difficult at this track as well. So yeah. Comsit, I think he is setting a time, so let's just spectate him for a bit. No, he's going very slowly, I think. I don't know, we'll see. And here we have Comsit setting a... it doesn't look like a great time, but he'll be setting a 1:31 flat, and that's P5. The slowest time of the session at the moment. Oh, we have Cassell on our lap, so yeah, let's follow Cassell around. Here we are. Mercedes going out of the way very nicely. And since Cassell is yet to have set a time, as quite a few drivers, a lot of drivers invalidating, it will be a good opportunity for Cassell to show what he's got. DJ Mikey for the win. You never know, he hasn't set a time yet, so let's see what he can do. DJ Mikey in the Ferrari, of course. And here we have Cassell finishing off his lap in France, setting a 1:30.4, and that's P4 at the moment for Cassell. So a pretty good lap by him. Then we have the Red Bulls, and I think Kelvin is about to finish his time. No, he's invalidated once again. Then we have someone without a name. I don't know who it is, but he's invalidated as well. Jordan is on an out lap. So and I think there's Mikey also on outlap. Yeah, quite a few drivers on their outlaps. So I guess we will spectate DJ Mikey, first driver to start the times of the second stage. So here we are. Let's disable this telemetry and do this. Here we are. So let's follow this driver, I totally forgot his name, DJ Mikey, around in France. Go very wide, but that might be a good choice. I've not really driven on this track that much, so yeah. Seems to be going pretty well actually. Great exit out of that turn as well, opening up the DRS right now. Still going strong, so here we are in sector 2. Sector 1 has gone pretty well. Ooh, maybe a bit too much curb. Yep, he invalidates, so that's DJ Mikey invalidating his laps. Not setting a time yet, while we have Jordan right behind him, so let's follow Jordan around. And he is still going. Purple sector 2 from Jordan actually. Seems to be going pretty well for him actually. So let's see what Scott can do in the beautiful Williams. Very nice looking car. And here we are, Jordan finishing his first lap of the session, and he's looking pretty good so far. So let's see what time he'll be setting. It will be a 1:30.6, and that's P6 for Jordan. So that's a bit slower over time than I expected. Purple sector 2, so I don't know if something happened, but yeah, there he is. Meanwhile, we have, I think, Brennan about to start a lap, so let's follow Brennan around for his lap. Going very widely, and he did indeed invalidate, so that's Brennan invalidating once again. There's quite a few drives invalidating lap after lap, so then we have, I think, Lachmet about to finish his lap, so let's follow Lachmet around. 2/10 faster than his time right now. Here he is, Lachmet with a 1:29.6, improving by 2/10, still P2, but he is getting close to Magic Poop Cannon with a very good time, Magic Poop Cannon. Now I think PJ is setting a time, so here we are, PJ in the Renault. 6 more minutes to go in the session. And here we are, PJ setting his second time of the session, I think, which will be a 1:29.5, improving to P2, so a very good time by PJ. Getting very close to Poop Cannon now, still 2/10 faster, but yeah, he's doing very well, Magic Poop Cannon. Then we have, I think, Liam in a purple sector 2, so let's follow him around for the rest of his lap. Keeping the speed in those corners, very important to have a good exit, and he does so very well, so let's see what he can do for the rest of the lap. Purple sector 2, of course, so looking like a very good time indeed. And here he is, Liam setting a 1:29.7, and that's P4. I don't know if he wasn't P4, but I think he was, so he improves his time by quite a lot, and he's in P4 right now. Then we have Kelvin on the lap, I think. Kelvin is indeed on the lap, so let's follow Kelvin around. Purple sector 2 from Kelvin as well, so a lot of drivers getting purple sector 2s. I don't know if it's track conditions improving, but it is looking very good for him indeed. And that's Liam retiring, I think that was in the pits. No, it was on track. That was over here on the right. I don't know how that happened. As we have Kelvin setting his time at 1:29.7, and that's P5, so very good lap by him. As Satil retires as well, I think. He is on the out lap, but he is... Yeah, here we have the guy waving his flag. Green flags once again, but there we have Satil standing still over there. Might get invalidated now, I mean disqualified, and he is indeed disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. So that's Satil disqualified from the session. I don't know how he's done that and why, but yeah, Satil out of qualifying. Being disqualified obviously means that you get dropped down to the bottom, so yeah, very unfortunate, but yeah. Then we have Composite setting a 1:30.5, moving up to P8. Good lap by him. And then DJ Mikey DJ Mikey hasn't set a time yet, so this will be a very important lap. Here we go, DJ Mikey setting a 129.6, moving up to P4. So first time of the session, already a time good enough for P4. I don't know if he has time to set another time, but it's, yeah, P4, great lap by Mikey. Brennan of course still hasn't set a time, so he is on a lap, so let's follow Brennan around. Still going strong. Brennan in the beautiful Mercedes. And Brennan is setting a 132.2, so that's the slowest time of the session other than this guy's time. I still don't know who it is. He is improving by 7/10 right now, so he's doing very well, as I think Poopcan just improved his time by 500ths of a second, setting a 129.314. So yeah. And I think Kelvin just started a lap, so let's follow Kelvin around. Giselle retiring in the pits. Going very wide, so I think Kelvin gave up on his time. Didn't invalidate, but yeah, he lost like 2 seconds there, so that's his time gone. As we have Comset heading into the pits, so that's his qualifying over, as well as Brennan, of course, he will be heading into the pits, I think. Then, the guy without a name is on a lap and he invalidates in turn 1, so that's very unfortunate. Jordan retiring from the session, Kelvin also not on the time. And I think Blachmet just set a 129.3, moving up to P2, so a very great time by him. And that's also his final time of the session with 10 seconds to go. And I think that was qualifying. There aren't any drivers setting a time still, so here we are. Poopcan on pole with, I think, a time which was good enough for P1 with his first time, I mean. The first time of the session, I think that was also good enough to take pole. Maybe very close with Blachmet, but I think, yeah, he might have been, I don't know, but it's looking very good for Magic Poop Cannon. Also looking very good for both the Ferraris. So now we'll just have to wait till the session ends. Meanwhile, we'll have a look at the Ferrari out on track while we wait for the session to end. We'll run through the driver grid at the end of at the start of the formation lap, so yeah. And there is he into the pits. I think this session is about to end. Still 2 minutes remaining, but yeah, PJ and I think Mikey are heading into the pits now, so yeah, that's his qualifying over in a bit. And I think that was qualifying. Yeah, PJ was heading into the pits, as you could see. But yeah, I think it's just a waiting game for now, so let's wait till the session ends. And there we are, qualifying over, and it's a 5-place grid penalty actually for Cassell, so I don't know how that happened. Maybe we can see right here, Cassell, where can we see it? I think we could see it somewhere, right? I guess not, but yeah, he got a 5-second grid penalty for some reason. I don't know why. Oh wait, we could see incidents. 5-place grid penalty. Let's take a look. Grid penalty for Cassell and Sutil for a collision with each other. So I don't know how Sutil, that wasn't because he was disqualified, but Cassell got a 5-place grid penalty because of that collision with Sutil. So yeah, let's head to the race. And here we are, let's just wait for everyone to get their strategy set up. Kelvin already yeah, he has already set up everything, so it's looking like a dry race. Probably has been set up like that, but yeah, here we are. He collided with someone, yeah, I think he has indeed. Then, yeah, 3 seconds to go, and we will start the formation lap while we will run you through the grid and probably have the strategy pop up. Now, if that's this race start, that will be very weird because... Oh, drive through for Cassell, we are racing. I thought there was a formation lap, but apparently not. Magic Poop Can with a great start. Lakmet still in P2, Liam moving up to P3 already. Very confused people, of course, because people just, I think, expected a formation lap, but here we are racing. I don't know if we will be doing a restart, but we're racing anyways. We have Peter right behind Mikey. Yeah, very weird scenario, but here we are. Let's see the tires. A lot of people starting on the softs and quite a few on the mediums as well. 50-50 I think. Here we have Doberman right behind Sam, who's right behind the AlphaTauri driver without a name. Here he is on the inside getting past. Doberman not getting close enough to try the overtake, but here comes it ahead of Sam now. I mean Sam ahead of this guy, I don't know who it is, but here we are. Doberman now also right behind the AlphaTauri on the inside. It's looking very close. And does he make the move stick? Still on the outside, the AlphaTauri. Bit of oh, that's I don't know who that driver is, but he just took out Doberman. Let's see if there's damage for him. No damage luckily, but he's crashed out. Don't know who this guy is, but let's hope he keeps it clean for the rest of the race. Predicted pit stop strategy will be medium to hards on lap 12 or soft medium mediums. So probably a 1-stop for the medium runners and then a 2-stop for the people starting on soft tires. And then we have Cassell in the pits with a drive-through, of course. Magic Poopcan is setting the fastest lap 138.5. Now we have Kelvin right behind PJ. PJ now winning some time to win as well, so not looking good for an overtake as PJ is closing up to Mikey actually. But at the moment it's pretty close between the two leaders, Ahmed and Magic Poop Cannon. So we might see an overtake attempt from him on the straight, but I think he's too far away. He is indeed. So yeah, Jordan and Satil also in the pit. So I think Jordan and Satil got damage as well, and Dopey Man. So that's very unfortunate. Okay, here we have PJ on the inside of DJ Mikey. Let's see what he can do. Purple sector 2, not side by side yet. Bit of dirty air maybe, and he's not ahead of him. So I guess he just didn't have enough straight line speed to get on the inside of DJ Mikey to try the overtake. But yeah, meanwhile we have Hayward getting past Kelvin. Kelvin may be making a mistake because he's gone past very easily. Now the predicted pit stop strategy is a 2-stop. Oh, as Hayward spins off, going through the left, losing his front I think. So moving down to P11 outside of the points. It's very unfortunate, as we have Comsit with a very good exit compared to Kelvin, as he spins as well. He's just about saves it, but loses a lot of time. Sam getting past now as well. PJ now right behind DJ Mikey. Liam setting the fastest lap, 133.6, and DRS is now enabled, so we will see some good overtake attempts from the drivers, of course, on the straights. Ooh, very nice contact between PJ and Mikey. PJ slowing down to keep Mikey ahead of him, of course. That's very nice of him. Obviously that was PJ's mistake I think, but they are racing again with Mikey ahead still. Then we have Kelvin right behind Sam. 3-second time penalty for the guy without a name. Don't know who it is, but he probably is still in C4, I don't know. Ooh, Kelvin getting very close to Sam, cutting the corner. Oh no, that's Satil getting a 3-second time penalty. It looked like Kelvin got a penalty, but yeah, Kelvin probably getting a warning, trying to avoid making contact with Sam after braking very lately. Composite now also losing a bit of time to Sam. Sam cutting the entire corner. I don't know what that was, but here he is. They're now in a McLaren battling with the Red Bull of Kelvin right behind them. And now we have Hayward right behind the AlphaTauri driver. AlphaTauri is very defensive, but it looks like Hayward is ahead of him now, so good job by him. Hayward getting a 3-second time penalty though, trying to make the move stick, but it might have been worth it in the end. So yeah, Hayward moving up to P10 inside of the points now. Sam taking a look on the inside of Composite. Let's see what he can do. He is on the inside now. Is he past though? No, he lost it, losing his tire. Composite turned in a bit too early I think, and that's Sam's race over, just losing the front of his car and spinning into the wall. So that's Sam out of the session, very unfortunate. But now the AlphaTauri is back in the points. Yeah, I don't know if that was anyone clearly's fault, but it looked like Composite turned in too early, as there's a virtual safety car and Composite gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. So yeah, and I think it's ending, I don't know, but here we have a virtual safety car because of the crash of Sam. Now I think we should take a look at Kelvin and Brandon, because they are very close to each other. That's Brandon slowing down. Mikey also getting a drive-through penalty for speeding, and Mikey is running in P4. That's very unfortunate. Of course, very strict virtual safety car during the races regarding drive-through penalties. So that's DJ Mikey and Composite getting a drive-through penalty. They'll be heading into the pits probably at this lap. And that's Liam spinning actually. I don't know what happened, but I think he lost it on the exit. As PJ gets past, maybe Composite as well. A lot of speed for him around the outside, and he is past indeed. Composite will be heading into the pits. No, he isn't, but Mikey is to serve his penalty, so that's very unfortunate. As Kelvin drops down, I think, because Hayward got past, I think. I have no clue, I wasn't really paying that much attention. But let's see where DJ Mikey leaves the pit lane, of course. Looks like he will be outside of the points behind the AlphaTauri in P10. Oh, he's in the points then, I mean. Maybe Cassell, it will be very close I think. No, DJ Mikey leaving the pits in P10. It's very unfortunate of course. But now we have Lachmet right behind Magic Poop Cannon. With DRS open, overtake mode also. And here we have Lakmet on the inside, getting past Magic Bootcan and taking the lead of the race as Satil gets past Doberman. Here's Doberman on the inside of Satil. Let's see if he can keep in P13. Doesn't look like it. And no, Satil getting past Doberman to get up to P13. Great overtake by him as Lakmet is now far ahead of Bootcan and into the lead of the race. Might have, one of the drives might have damaged, which I mean Bootcan, and now he doesn't. So. Don't know what that was, as we have Liam on the inside of Composite, moving up to P4. Composite might be able to try to move back, but it doesn't seem like it. No, he doesn't. So Liam moving up to P4. Great job by him as well. As Kelvin is off track once again, spinning, and the AlphaTauri is getting past, moving up to P8. And DJ Mike as well. Ooh, he had to avoid Kelvin re-entering right in front of him. And DJ Mikey is ahead of him now, but that was a bit dangerous, I think. As Comsitting is heading into the pits to serve his drive-through penalty now, so here we are. Kelvin also in the pits, I think just to replace his tires because they are cooking right now. Let's take a look at what he's going to do. And he's pitting indeed for new tires, not a new front wing, and indeed for the mediums. And I think that's just for his two-step strategy maybe, as the AlphaTauri gets a 3-second time penalty. And Jordan getting past Kelvin, moving up to P11 after having to pit at lap 1 because of damage, I think. So he's almost back into the point, so that's good to see. Right now closest gap is Composite and Cassell for the battle for P9. Composite just served his drive-through penalty, which was very unfortunate of course, but let's see if he can get back up to P9. Who's the driver without a name? Yeah, I don't know Bobrovsky, but he has I think he's taken out Dopeyman because he pushed him off track, forcing him to spin, but I don't know if that was on purpose, but it might look like some driver who doesn't actually have a seat. I have no clue, but he's doing very well so far, and he has driven not that unfair, I think. Just had some incident with Dopeyman, but he's still going. It's probably just a driver from the tier. But here we have now everyone in the pits. Poopcannon getting past Lachmet in the pits, of course, but that's because the Racing Point still needs a pit, and Lachmet getting past him now. As Brandon is staying out for another lap, he's starting on the mediums, of course, so he's now in P1. And here we have Lachmet re-entering the track, still in the lead of the race, the effective lead of the race, and PJ getting overtaken by a few drivers, which Magic Poopcannon and Lachmet don't have to deal with, so that's unfortunate for PJ. He is in the battle for the podium, I think. So let's see if he can quickly get past these two guys, the AlphaTauri and DJ Mikey. Ooh, DJ Mike with a very slow exit, I think, and he slowed down right in front of PJ. No damage luckily, but yeah, it's very important for PJ to get past these two drivers right now. DRS is for him, Dopeyman getting a 3-second time penalty. Of course DJ Mike also with the straight line speed of the DRS, while he's taking a look on the inside of the AlphaTauri. Side by side, maybe with the switchback from DJ Mike, he tries it indeed, but now there's PJ on the outside of both drivers, moving up to P5. Great overtake by PJ, just very good at just looking at the right gap and making the move when it's right. And he gets up to P5 as the AlphaTauri takes a look on the inside actually. And now it's DJ Mikey on the inside of the AlphaTauri, and DJ Mikey is now up to P6 as PJ moves up to P5, getting past DJ Mikey and the AlphaTauri. Now he does have to close up to Magic Poopcannon and Lachmet because they lost a bit of time, or he lost a bit of time, as Liam gets past the AlphaTauri as well. So I think very bad luck for the AlphaTauri right now as DJ Mike is heading into the pits. So that battle with PJ wasn't really necessary, I think, but he didn't really battle him. PJ just got a great overtake on both the drivers. Let's see where DJ Mikey will re-enter. I think behind Jordan, who's moving up to P9. He is indeed. Jordan now up to P9. Closest gap at the moment is Hayward and Brandon, the two Mercedes leading the race. He's closing up pretty rapidly, I think, but he's losing it in the corners, so I think Brandon is just a bit too quick in the corners, and Hayward is winning time in the straights with DRS, of course, in overtake mode. But doesn't look like they will be having a battle for the... Yeah, having some overtakes on each other very soon. So let's head to Kelvin, who's right behind Steele with DRS. Might be close enough to try to move on the inside. I don't think so. Maybe on the outside, because Steele does make a bit of room as he brakes very early. So Kelvin had to slow down, but here Steele still ahead of Kelvin. But there's another DRS straight for Kelvin, of course. Steele is using overtake mode, but so is Kelvin. Yeah, just not enough for the move. Still right behind, maybe on the inside here. Very dangerous, of course, and he doesn't get past. But now we have Hayward right behind Brandon as PJ gets a 3-second time penalty. So here you have the two Mercedes drivers battling for the lead of the race. PJ is heading the fastest lap at 1:33.2, and there's Cassell heading into the pits. J.O. Hayward also getting a 3-second time penalty. Now it's all about the straight. If Hayward can get past him over there, probably he can. Hayward with a very quick exit. Ooh, but he does lose his front, and I think that might have just slowed him down enough to not try to move. No, here he is on the outside of Brandon. Can he get past? And Hayward does get past Brandon to take P1 off the race. Ooh, but there's Hayward going very weirdly through the turn. I don't know really how to explain. But Brandon is back into the lead as I think Mikey slowed down. Or Cassell, but there was some driver slowing down. But yeah, Brandon is back into the lead now. As Kelvin and Steele are still battling it out now. DRS is once again for Kelvin. Much closer this time. Let's see what the Red Bull can do on the outside of Steele. Just close enough, I think. Here he is. Kelvin on the outside, getting past. Very clean overtake from Kelvin, moving up into the point positions. So yeah, great overtake by him. Back to Hayward and Brennan, of course. This isn't really a place to try the overtake, but yeah, they're still battling it out for P1. Losing some time because of this, of course. They still need to pit with Lachman and Buchanan right behind them. Hayward just cutting the entire corner or going very wide. No warning for that, I think. He didn't really win time because of that. As Liam, I think, sets the fastest lap of the race. I think Hayward is not close enough to Brandon to try the overtake this time, so let's head to Jordan and AlphaTauri because they are about to battle it out for P7. And Sam leaving the session, of course, retiring, very unfortunate. And here is Jordan on the inside, now on the outside of the AlphaTauri with DRS. Here we are, overtake mode enabled, DRS enabled on the inside of the AlphaTauri. And he does move up to P7, so great overtake by Jordan in the beautiful Williams. Now he just has to close up 15 seconds to Liam, which is also right behind PJ now, so let's see what Liam can do on PJ, if he is even able to get close enough to try the move. Kelvin and Doberman also very close, the AlphaTauri getting a 3-second time penalty. Lachmet now closing up to Hayward, so I think those mediums are about to be done as Lachmet looks up, but he can still try the move. Liam getting the fastest lap once again, a 1:33 flat. Yeah, Lachmet has way more grip to these turns, so I think he will be good to just have a great exit of this turn and trying the overtake. He does have DRS, and I don't think Hayward has DRS on Brandon. So here we are. DRS overtake mode, a lot of speed difference. And there we are. Lachmet moving up to P2, getting past Hayward. So he's now, yeah, in the effective lead of the race. Magic Pukan, of course, an effective P2 on the outside of Hayward, moving up to P3. So now, not really having struggled that much with this Mercedes. Luckily, maybe they will with Brandon. You never know. Kelvin now right behind Dopeyman. Just not enough speed to get past, I think. Now, of course, this is a very important battle in the race, because this is the battle for the lead, as I think Kelvin lost it. He did indeed lose it on the exit out of, I don't know what turn it is, but out of the turn. And now there's a double pit stop for the Mercedes drive, so yeah, that's very unfortunate. Hayward has to wait in the pits because of Brandon. Or not because of Brandon, because of them both pitting. And now there's Hayward losing a load of time in the pits, very unfortunate for him. And here we are back with the battle for the lead of the race. Lock up from Lachmet, but Buchanan is very quick compared to Lachmet right now. Jordan moving up to P6. Lachmet trying to break the the slipstream. Just not close enough to try to move, as the AlphaTauri is getting close to Dopeyman. Ooh, but he has some issues braking, and he lost some time to Dopeyman once again. So back to Magic Poop Cannon and Lachmet. Hayward and Satil are now getting very close. And here we have Hayward right behind Satil on the inside. Ooh, and Hayward had to cut the corner. 3-second time penalty for him as well. Maybe he's been damaged because of Satil turning in. Doesn't look like it, so that's very good to see. And now we are back to Pukan, and Pukan with very low ERS. Lachmet with plenty. So I think Buchanan will lose some pace just to save up on some ERS. We're about halfway through the race now. And here we have Hayward on the inside of Satil. I think Satil was heading into the pits, he was indeed. So Hayward moving up to P8 now. And I think Kelvin and DJ Mikey and Cassell as well. Ooh, a lot of curve from Poopcan and losing some time to Lachmet. 3-second time penalty for Brandon. Now Cassell closing up to DJ Mikey. Final battle for the point positions. 3-second time penalty for the AlphaTauri. I don't know who it is, but he's getting a load of penalties. Ooh, great exit from Cassell compared to Mikey on the inside. Getting past already before and even turning in, so Cassell moving up to P10 into the points now. Great overtake by him. And yeah, then we have Magic Poopcan and Lachmet still. Liam and Peach are also getting very close to each other. But now we'll just keep an eye on Poopcan and Lachmet. And it is not looking like an overtake move anytime soon for Poop Cannon. So yeah. They are still in within a second as the AlphaTauri gets another 3-second time penalty. But yeah, now there's not a single driver in the DRS zone of each other except for Poepken and Lachmet. And PJ and Liam actually, but they're heading into the pits. And there's a pit stop for Liam, moving on to the hard, now the medium tires. Having to wait because of PJ, I think. So PJ getting past him? No, I don't think so. I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, Brandon now in the effective podium position, I think, because he just pitted for the hard. So I don't think he has to pit again, as Satil gets a 3-second time penalty. Now Satil and the AlphaTauri very close to each other. Satil still trying to warm up his tires, of course, on those hards. On the inside, getting past, moving up to P12. The AlphaTauri seems to be all over the place today. Still don't know who it is, but yeah. Maybe the C6 driver who was joining for fun. Kelvin getting another 3-second time penalty. And now Poepken and Lachmet very close, so this will be the lap that Poepken will try an overtake, I think. Comsted and AlphaTauri also still very close. But yeah, this is the battle we have to keep an eye on, of course. Closing up very rapidly, but Lachmet is winning a lot of time on the exits, I think. Yeah, you can just see Lachmet winning time on the exits of the turns. As Kelvin is in the pits and Comsted is taking a look to make an overtake on the AlphaTauri, hitting his rear. No damage for him, but yeah, very close, I think. And now there's Comsted on the outside of the AlphaTauri, moving up to P13. So yeah, there he is. 3-second time penalty for the AlphaTauri once again, actually. Let's take a look at the penalties for the AlphaTauri. It seems to be one of a Spanish driver. Yeah, a lot of penalties. Maybe getting close to disqualification. You never know. Another penalty for him, I think. Jesus Christ. Lachmet is heading into the pits for his final set of mediums, so I think Magic Poepken will have to respond accordingly. But we might see Brandon getting past him. I don't know. No, we probably won't. No. Jordan. I don't know if Jordan is trying to go till the end, but his tires are gone. And now we have PJ getting past Jordan. Liam maybe too? No, not Liam, but yeah. Jordan moving down to P5 as Liam brakes very late. So we'll be heading back to Poepken to see what he can do. PJ getting a 3-second time penalty. Now I think a few drivers will win positions with penalties. Yeah, Jordan is just losing a lot of pace on these tires now. We can take a look at the race director and see Jordan's latest times. And yeah, as you can see, he is losing a bit of time as he made contact with Liam, I think. Liam was on the inside on Jordan. Oh, Jordan taking a look on the inside now with a very good comeback. But Liam's still on the inside of Jordan. Very good battle, but I think Liam gets position. No, it's Jordan now on the inside. But he has to slow down because of Liam turning in. So Liam moving up to P5, getting past Jordan. Jordan might head into the pits. He is indeed heading into the pits. Let's see where he ends up. I think around P10. Now, Poop Cannon still hasn't pitted yet. So he'll be staying out for another lap. Yeah, Jordan leaving the pits in P10, so he is in the points. And he's on the fresh tires compared to those old mediums and pretty old hard, so he might be able to make a comeback up to P6 maybe. Another 3-second time penalty for the AlphaTauri. Yellow flags, and I think that's the AlphaTauri. There was some yellow flags over there. Comsted and Steel are also very close to each other. Cassell getting a 3-second time penalty. And the AlphaTauri retiring in the pit, so I think he gave up on trying to come back into the points, so he's out of the race. And Poopkanen just lapping him, still staying out another lap. I don't know if Poopkanen is trying to go till the end, but that's not possible. At least I don't think it is possible. PJ closing up to Brandon, but not that quickly. 8 more laps to go. And now we have Composite right behind Steel. Go Kelvin, yeah, he's trying to make his way back into the points. But yeah, Jordan is on fresh tires, so it's not looking very good for him, but you never know. Liam getting a 3-second time penalty. A load of penalties on this track, very strict regarding going wide and cutting corners, so yeah. Composite still closing up to Steel, but he hasn't gotten past yet. Maybe on this straight. No, Steel gets a very good exit. Nine more laps to go. Almost 8. And now there's Poopcan in the pit, so I think he just went out those more laps just to go out on the softs and have more pace than Lachmet. It will be very interesting to see actually. It might work out, but it might just not. So let's see. He might even pit for the mediums. Now he is pitting for the softs. Here we have Magic Poopcan on the fresh soft tires. And where will he end up? Maybe just ahead of Lachmet on the fresh softs. That will help him out, but I think Lachmet is getting past. Lachmet is getting past by quite a bit. But Poopcannon is on the fresh soft, so he might... Yeah, this is a very good strategic choice on Poopcannon, I think. Let's see if he can get back behind Lachmet to take the lead of the race. DJ Mikey now into the pits. And that's Mikey pitting for the fresh soft Steel, having a bit of a moment, I think, losing it. Let's see if there's damage for the Alfa Romeo. No damage for him, luckily. Maybe pitting for just new tires. Yeah, okay, he doesn't, but yeah, his tires are very much on fire, so he's having a bit of trouble with grip. And Poopcan already closing up by half a second, maybe 2 seconds. Somewhere in between there. And yeah, looking very good for him. He might even be able to get a fastest lap up on his sleeve as well. Good exit from Lachmet though, but yeah, Poopcan now already right behind Lachmet. 3-second time penalty for Satil as Mike gets past Composite, and here's Poopcannon on the outside of Lachmet getting past, taking the lead of the race with a very important and good strategic choice, I think. And now let's see if he can get the fastest lap, as Liam and Dopian are pitting, so yeah. Jordan moving up to P7 now, I think. So after pitting because of damage in lap 1, moving up to P7, and I think Cassell might pit as well. I don't know, you never know. Closest gap right now is PJ and Brandon. Poopkana already 1.5 seconds ahead of Lachmet. Meanwhile, this battle is going on. This is actually the battle for the podium. So PJ, let's see if he can get past Brennan. 7 more laps to go. Almost 6. He must be able to do it, but he's on 6 lap old mediums and Brennan's on 9 lap old hards. Ooh, as PJ loses it on the exit, still on track luckily, so just losing a little bit of time to Brandon. Yeah, Kelvin getting a 3-second time penalty. Kelvin is actually back in the points now, but maybe just for a few seconds. Cassell now in the pits as I predicted. That means Jordan moves up to P6. So it's looking like a very good result for him. He's gained 5 positions in the race after pitting for new tires. I mean a new front wing. Kelvin having a bit of a moment, dropping now to P11. But yeah, great race for Brennan as well. But now there's PJ getting past him, still side by side. Brennan now on the inside. Can PJ get past? Great exit from PJ though, so PJ moves up to P3 to take the final podium position. But no, not yet. Brennan's now on the outside of PJ. Still side by side. Oh, it's very close between the two. Still side by side. Now PJ ahead of him. Maybe a dive from Brandon to gain his position back, but I don't think he can. And no, PJ does get past now to get the final podium position. Dopeman right behind Liam. This is the battle for P7 as Dopeman actually gets the fastest sector too. Five more laps to go. And yeah, Poopcannon just far ahead in the lead now. Very good strategic choice from him to get the lead of the race. Lachmet had the core pace I think on the mediums when they were both on the same tires, but now yeah, very unfortunate. Hayward getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as Dopeman dives on the inside of Liam. Not getting past though. Fastest lap for Dopeman as well. Now on the inside. Can he make it stick? And he does. Dopeman moving up to P7. Of course on the fresh softs, while Liam is on the fresh medium, so much more pace for Dopeman, and he is back up to P7. Jordan winning some time to Hayward, but don't think it's enough to gain on Hayward before the end of the race. And now with Liam and Dopian still close to each other, so Liam desperate to get up to P7, but it's not looking good for him. Now Dopian with a very good exit, and Dopian is gone. Maybe even outside of the DRS zone. No, not yet, because Liam has DRS on this straight, but yeah. And now 4 more laps to go. He is still very close and still getting a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, I think it's not really a one battle. So let's just take a look at the penalties. Poop Cannon without a single penalty. Lachmet also without a penalty. PJ with 3 penalties. Brennan with 2 penalties. Hayward with 5 penalties. Jordan without penalties. Dopeyman with 1 penalty. Liam with 2 penalties. Cassell with 2 penalties. Mikey with 1 penalty. Calvin with 3 penalties, I think. Comsit with 2 penalties. Satil with 5 penalties. So the rest has retired. So yeah, I think Jordan might be able to win some positions with penalties. If you can close up a bit more to the drivers, he might move up to P4 or P5. I don't know, to be honest, but yeah. It's also looking very good for Brennan because he's now pretty close to PJ, and PJ has more penalties than Brennan. So Brennan might take the final podium position. Comsted getting a 3-second time penalty. Yeah. Cassell also getting a time penalty. 2 more laps to go. Magic Poop Cannon just started his second to last lap. I don't know if he's lapped a few drives. I don't think he has. No, he hasn't, but he is, yeah, just had an amazing strategy, easily getting past Lachmet on those soft tires, and I think that's an easy win for him. Lachmet, of course, with a very impressive P2 as well, but yeah. Liam is closing up to Dopeyman, I think. Yeah, I'm not really paying attention to those times. It's just waiting for the end, so let's just have some very nice looking shots of all the cars. Here you have the race winner. Well, not yet, but yeah, final lap starting now. That's Poop Cannon. Here we have Lachmet in P2. For now, PJ in P2, I mean P3, but it's looking very good for Brandon. Yeah, with Hayward, Jordan, I think, in P6. Yep. And I forgot the name, so let's just take a look at all those cars. And here we are. Magic Poop Cannon about to start sector 3. Very consistent. and good race from him. I don't know why we were expecting one of the Red Bulls, but here we are. And I think penalties might change up the results for quite a bit. Not sure, but it might. So yeah. Easy win for Buchanan, 6 seconds ahead of Lachmet. But yeah, Lachmet also 8 seconds ahead of PJ, so they've both been very quick compared to the rest. Buchanan winning the second preseason race of RLH season 7. Congrats to him, almost losing it actually. And Magic Buchanan wins now. Lachmet in P2, and now penalties. Let's see if penalties will change things up. PJ in P3. Ooh, as Hayward loses it. And Jordan getting past actually. Ooh, that's very unfortunate. Brennan not getting past PJ with penalties, just a second behind him. Jordan, of course, in P5 after a great race. Moving up 6 positions. Brennan 10 positions, so very impressive job by him as well. Hayward maybe with penalties, nope. Dopey man. He does move up to P6 as well as Liam. Moving up to P7, Hayward getting past him. Yeah, getting past Hayward. Cassell in P9. Let's see if DJ Mikey can overtake him. And maybe Kelvin to get back in the points. DJ Mikey in P10. And Kelvin just outside of the points in P11. And Composite P12. And here we have Satil, the final drive to finish the race in the Alfa Romeo. In P13. Driver of the day goes to Brendan. Obviously very deserved win with a 10 positions gained, so yeah, great job by him. Here is the podium. Magic Buchanan winning in France. Let's run through the final standings of the race just one more time. Magic Buchanan in P1, Lachman in P2, PJ in P3, Brandon in P4, Jordan in P5, Doberman in P6, Liam, Hayward, Cassell, DJ Mikey finishing off the top 10, Kelvin, Comsted and Satil P11 to P12, P13, and the rest, the Alfa Romeo and some retiring from the race. Next week we'll be here in, I think, Australia or Austria, I think Austria actually, for the season opener of RLH Season 7. So I want to thank you guys for watching and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.